Well, it looks like one new film just keeps swimming its way to the top of the box office. ABC Columbia movie reviewer Matt Perrone explains if its splash on the big screen was enough to stay on the minds of moviegoers.
Welcome to another Monday. I said it last week, but since the review didn't air, I am free to rip myself off. June is apparently a month for sequels. I have reviewed sequels the past 2 weeks. There is a big sequel coming out next week. And as for this week, we had a sequel that absolutely decimated the box office and shattered records for animated movies. So without any further ado, let's jump right into another ocean-traversing search with my take on Finding Dory. Our story begins before the previous one. We get to see a young Dory being raised by her parents, learning to deal with her short-term memory loss. Getting separated from them, we see her wandering the ocean until the moment she bumps into Marlin, as we saw in Finding Nemo. We then jump to soon after the events of Finding Nemo. Dory is living on the reef, still suffering from her memory issues, until one day a memory of her parents and her home comes to her. She convinces Marlin and Nemo that they have to travel to California to find them. Using help from some old friends, they cross the ocean, survive some imminent danger, and arrive at the Marine Institute which they were searching for. It is then that Dory is captured and taken into the park. From here, the story splits in two. Marlin and Nemo are on a quest to get inside and rescue Dory, while Dory suddenly finds herself meeting a new partner to help her find her parents. As Dory finds herself traveling through the different areas of the Institute, she finds more and more memories coming back and finds herself reuniting with friends long forgotten. Meanwhile, Marlin and Nemo are making new acquaintances of their own in their perilous quest to find their friend. As the movie progresses, we see problem after problem arising, only to be solved either by intuition or sheer dumb luck. As the original trio come closer to being reunited, Dory is also coming closer to the truth. As the action commences, more roadblocks appear and the solutions become funnier and more elaborate. We see groups coming together, then almost missing each other, characters being found only to become separated again. The unlikeliest of heroes step up regardless of what's at stake. And we as the audience are forced to ride the ups and downs, never able to be completely confident in the hopeful happy ending. So, it's been a while since I reviewed a kids movie, and that's probably because I didn't enjoy the last one I did, Inside Out, which in the long run made people a little upset with me. But I was a big fan of Finding Nemo, so I had to go see this one just to see what kind of capers arose. No one needs to be prepared to write any letters. I definitely enjoyed the movie. A big thing about Disney Pixar movies is that they're made for kids, but they throw in a lot of jokes meant for the adults that watch them. Finding Dory is able to avoid these two-level jokes and still be enjoyable for all age ranges. The recurring characters are amazing, and of course the new additions are great as well. I was completely ready to do a bad review of this movie if they had left out one of my favorite groups of characters from the first film, but they do make an appearance near the end, so we're all safe. What's great about this movie is that it's able to tie in things from the first film that needed no explanation, but they explain them anyway, which add a new, unexpected level of depth. You see what I did there? Depth? That's an ocean term. But seriously, if you've seen the first movie, then there's no reason not to see this one. If you haven't seen the first, see this one anyway, then see the first. It'll add a new crazy order to things. Besides, during the end credits, you get to play a fun game of Find the Octopus. Don't worry, it'll make sense when you see it. Well, this has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, looks like 2 thumbs up from Matt. Thanks, Matt. Well, one last look at your 7-day forecast. Hopefully we'll have 2 thumbs up for that as well next, live from Main and Gervais.